Hello, thank you for being here. Today we're going to do some yoga poses in a book that I have. It's called Zoo Zen. It's one of my favorite books with some really silly animal yoga poses that we'll try. First we'll do some breathing, then we'll read the book, and then I have a game to show you. All right, breathing. So let's start with that. We're going to take 5 deep breaths in, sitting up nice and tall. Make sure you have space in your belly and in your ribs to take a nice deep breath. Use your nose to breathe in and out. You can trace your fingers as you breathe in and out. You could make a ball. You could wiggle your fingers up and out like a rainbow. You get to choose. Here we go. Lovely job. All right, this book is called Zoo Zen, and it is written by Kristen Fisher, illustrated by Susie Schaefer. Lila is ready to try something new. Can she learn yoga from friends at the zoo? She rolls out her mat, puts on yoga pants, to pose like the creatures and mimic each stance. I see some animals are ready and waiting. She must like these zoo animals. There's a giraffe and a turtle and a zebra and a hippo and a fish and a monkey and an alligator or crocodile. We'll see. One balancing bear grabs onto his feet. Lila grabs also and lifts from her seat. It says, hang on to your toes. Ooh, so let's start by putting our feet out wide and reaching for your toes. If you can't grab your toes, you can bend your knees. That's kind of what I have to do. Then you're gonna scoot your feet back, come to a balance on your sit bones and reach the crown of your head up. Now this might be where you're balancing. You can try to straighten your legs. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Balancing bear. Good. Nice work. That's a pretty tricky one. Balancing bear. Oh my goodness. In the cobra pit, 2 snakes glide around. She slithers and wiggles all over the ground. Keep your hands under your shoulders, say the cobras. Okay, so let's come into cobra pose. We can have our hands under our shoulders, our tummy down. We can do cobra like this. Or you can stretch up further, reaching your spine up nice and long. My hands are still under my shoulders. I had to move them back a little because my shoulders went back. Bring your arms back, bring your shoulders down, and your head up. Good cobra pose. Whew. That wakes me up. 3 eagles gaze on. Lila glances up high, twisted yet steady. She's ready to fly. She even matches the eagle with her colors, white and gray. So it says, hook one foot behind your calf if you can. Ooh, let's see. So we bring one leg over the other leg, and then one arm under the other arm. Now, I can sometimes hook my foot back there, but then I get all twisty. That's okay too. You can try it. So if your foot goes all the way around, you can try to stick it there. Good. Let's do the other leg. Bend your knees a little to help get your leg up really high. And twist your arms the other way, or hold your shoulders. And bend deep. Eagle ready to fly. Yeah, my foot can't go on this side. That's okay. Our bodies are sometimes different on both sides. That's normal. All right. Lions stalk and they prowl. In this pride, there are 4. Hands pressed to her knees, Lila bellows a roar. Wow, the little baby's roaring so loud too. Looks like the dad is even thinking that's too loud. Or maybe it's Lyra's roar. Let us sit on our knees. Hands on your knees. If you want to, you can bring your feet out a little bit and sit between your knees if that feels comfortable. It might not. That's okay too. Then stick out your tongue, breath in. Good, let's do it again. Nice work. Lions. 5 camels with humps want her to bend back. She grips onto her heels. Now she's got the knack. It says relax your neck. So we'll try camel pose. You might not get your hands to your heels. That's okay. I don't always. So I'm going to put my feet up like this actually so that my heels are a little closer. Start with your hands on your back. Look up and back. And if you want to, you can reach for your heels. Make sure that your hips are going forward though and not falling back. So press forward and then arch your back and look back. Good. Come out nice and slow. Awesome job. All right. Like 6 crocodiles perched up on their claws, she's on her tummy and makes time to pause. Turn your heels out. All right, so she has her head to the side, but we can also put our head on our hands. So I'll show you that for crocodile. Come onto your tummy. Put your feet out wide and your heels out. So toes in, heels out. Hands underneath you, either flat or making fists. And then your head can go on your fists or flat on the floor. And take a couple deep breaths. One more. Nice job. That's a good one. Crocodile pose. 7 dolphins arrive and swim close to her mat, raising her hips, her forearms stay flat. Look at all those dolphins. They say press your palms into the ground. So these are our palms. And we're going to press our palms and our elbows into the floor. Notice her head is not on the floor, so let's try that. Palms down, elbows down, then hips up and back. So use your strong arms and your hands pressing into the floor to keep your head off the ground. You can shift forward and back like you're getting ready to jump through a wave. Nice work. One more. Good. That helps my back feel really strong. Okay. 8 gorillas screech. Lila folds in half, clasps hands under feet, and lets out a laugh. Ha 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 ha. It's okay to bend your knees. So this is gorilla pose here. He's kind of showing. We're going to put our palms all the way underneath our toes. Okay, so stand up. You're going to reach down and reach for your feet. You can bend your knees. So bend your knees, let your head relax, and put one hand underneath each foot. So you're standing on your hands. Okay, so instead of having your hands like this, make sure that your palm is facing up to your feet. And then relax your head. If you want to, you can try to straighten your legs, but you don't have to. Breathe in and out. Good, release. Nice job. That's kind of a tricky pose too. You guys are doing good. 9 scaly lizards climb onto a stone. Her leg is a tail. She's only just grown. Step 1 foot to the outside of your hand. And she's down on her elbows, but we'll see if that works for us. Okay, so come onto your hands. Bring one foot outside of your hands, your other foot back, and then straighten your leg like it's a tail. Okay, so you can stay here. Lengthen your spine, so reach your head forward. Make your spine nice and straight. You can come down to your elbows if that works. I have to put my knee down to do that. That's okay. You can try to straighten it again once you get there. Good. Okay, let's try the other leg. Let's turn around here. So other foot up by your hands, other leg out straight. Again, lengthen your spine, so stretch your head forward. Take deep breaths. Come down to your elbows if you want to. I sometimes also put my knee away from my body when I do that. Good. And come back. Nice job. All right, let's see what number 10 is. 10 frogs by a pond, some hip and some hop. She stretches her out wide. Her arms are the prop. It says, remember to flex your feet. This is a different kind of frog pose. So where she's got her legs out kind of at an angle. So let's try that. Move my little breathing ball. So come all the way to your hands and knees and shift your knees out to the side with your feet behind them. So feet and ankles right behind your knees, and then shift back and come down to your arms. You can also shift your knees wider and try to get closer to the ground. Be careful of your hips though, you don't want to hurt them. Okay, and take 2 breaths here. Good, come all the way back up. Nice job, frog pose. Whew, that's a tricky one. Those are beautiful colored frogs too. Remember to breathe, use only your nose. Inhale and exhale. Stay calm in each pose. So we'll do tree pose or flamingo. Use yoga when you want to calm down and feel strong. Let's do it. Nice tree pose here. Closing our eyes if that's possible. Ooh, that makes me wobble. That's okay. Reach your hands up if that's possible. Taking nice deep breaths. Switch sides. Press your feet into the floor. Stretch up. Nice breathing. One more. Hands down. Come all the way down to sit. Always be present right here and right now. Show that you're thankful. Conclude with a bow. So all the animals were thankful that she joined them, and they're putting their hands together and saying namaste, which means hello and goodbye and thank you. So put your hands together at your heart, bow your head, say namaste. Thank you for reading that book with me. That is one of my favorite books. We are now we are going to do a little game that I'm going to show you. So I'm going to get the supplies. I'll be right back. All right, today we are going to make our very own yoga dice game. So what you need for this game is a blank piece of paper, a pencil or writing utensil. You do need 2 dice, or you can get an app on your phone that can roll a number of 2 dice. And that's all you need. All right, so I'm going to show you on this big piece of paper. I do have dice games that look like this that are already ready. And they have the poses drawn as pictures. So you can choose to either draw a picture of the pose that you want to include, or you can write the name if that's easier. When I draw, I just do stick figures, so that's completely fine too. But the fun part about creating this yourself is that you get to choose all your favorite yoga poses, and you can even create your own and make up the names for them. So the first thing we need to do is make our board. On your paper, you're going to write the numbers 2 through 12. Because when you have 2 dice, you can't ever roll and get a number 1. You roll both of them. The lowest number that you can get is a 2. So always use the 2 dice, and we'll start with number 2. Okay, so I'm going to put a 2, and then a 3, 4, 5, 6. And then over here, I'll continue. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, now I get to pick the poses that I want in each part of, for each number of my game. So let's see, for 2, I'm going to do triangle, and I'll just write the name. For 3, I'll do baby cobra. For 4, dragon. For number 5, I'll do lightning bolts. And it's okay if you don't spell them correctly. This game is just for you. So as long as you can read them or you can tell what the pose is when you're drawing, that's okay with me. Let's see, we can do waterfall. Waterfall. For number 7, I will do warrior 2. 8, down dog. 9. Let's do wheel or bridge. So if I'm playing with someone else, they could choose to do bridge instead. If they don't like doing wheel, that's fine. For number 10, I will do tree pose. 11 will be warrior 3. And 12 will be a little pose I like to call avocado. Avocado. Great. Okay, now we get to play. So when you're playing this game, the goal is to do the pose for 3 full deep breaths. You can also make it trickier by trying to remember each pose consecutively and then doing them in order. If you do it that way, then you only have to hold the pose for 1 breath. So if we do it the first way, watch how I do the pose when I get it. I'm going to roll my dice, making sure that I'm careful to keep it on the mat. Then I count, or I add. I have 6, and 1 is 7. So I'm going to do pose number 7, which is warrior 2. I will hold it for 3 breaths. So step my feet out wide, reach out, breathe in. 1, 2, 3. And then I have to do it on the other side, right? Because I'm only building muscle, or I'm building the most muscle and strength here. So I got to switch and do it the other way so that I can be strong on both sides. Good. Now, if I'm planning on building up the poses and making a sequence, I have to remember that I got warrior 3. So I'm going to keep that in my brain. Nope. Warrior 2. See, I already forgot. I need to practice this. Okay, I got warrior 2 the first time. Ooh, 5 and 6 is 11. Warrior 3. Okay, that should be easy. Warrior 2, warrior 3. And I'm going to do both poses in order for 1 breath each. And then I'll switch sides. Okay? So warrior 2. Warrior 3. Good. Now other side. Warrior 2. Warrior 3. Awesome. I'll do 1 more. Ooh, I rolled them almost all the way on my mat. 5 and 3 is 8. Down dog. Perfect. So warrior 2, warrior 3, down dog. Got it. Move my dice out of the way. Okay. Ooh. And down dog. Okay, other side. Whew, I did it. Awesome. So if I were to continue, I would have to see how far I can go, remembering all of the poses that I got. Okay, that makes it a little trickier than just doing it randomly. You can write it down if that helps you, or just keep them in your brain. All right, guys, thanks for being here. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. See you soon. Bye.